Since the rise of the Skywalker is soon to be upon us, the Mandalorian's bounty collecting journey reached Disney Plus headquarters, and the Jedi's Order has recently fallen into the hands of EA Games, this felt an appropriate time to review the beloved animated series Star Wars The Clone Wars, even if a more appropriate time was in fact arguably a long time ago. This 2008 series, aired on Cartoon Network, explores the time periods between the Star Wars prequels, concerning the Jedi Order acting as generals and their numerous adventures accompanied by a fleet of clone troopers. The series is responsible for introducing a compelling twist into the franchise, Anakin Skywalker actually having a personality. A primary character, Annakin is shown as charismatic, playful, honourable, conflicted, resourceful, rebellious and reckless, basically a lot of traits with the R sound. He's given malleable and fitting characterisation that viewers were expected to notice in the prequels despite it not being present. Obi-Wan Kenobi's characterisation is similarly versatile, remaining a principled and authoritarian combatant who's also compassionate, at times himself conflicted or vulnerable. This combination of personalities results in a complex yet rewarding companionship, a dynamic viewers were intended to notice in the prequel despite it not being present. This series introduces Anakin's Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, whose logical, composed character development is evident even from early appearances. She's a figure viewers were not expected to notice in the prequels due to not being present. An endless array of heroic and villainous characters appear, such as R2-D2, Yoda, Mace Windu, Padme Amidala, Darth Maul, Boba Fett, who's provided with a riveting origin story, and newcomers such as Master Plo aka Roast Chicken Head, Space Pirate Hondo, and malevolent bounty hunters such as Aura Singh and Cad Bane, more like Chad Bane. You know, I wrote that line and didn't find out there was an actual meme until later on. Felt so struck down. But luckily, if you strike me down, I become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Naturally, the clones themselves often occupy productive roles, and even gain some individuality because, you know, the thing with clones is, you never get two the same. Every character is treated respectfully, and even minor roles are provided with discernible attributes and clear purpose, a factor symptomatic of the series' greatest achievement: exceptional world building. This is always a quality of Star Wars. But this being a series, additional time is allowed to showcase settings, customs, species, ideals with obvious consideration. The aim is complemented by the controlled flexibility of the narrative that permits genre experimentation. There are episodes of thrill and action, others of pensive character-focused drama, playful adventure, and combinations of all three. An air of subtlety and restraint is often found in these episodes, as well as intelligent questioning of ethical codes of conduct, establishing that even following the Jedi way can result in frustrating or problematic situations. In order for these ideas to succeed, the writing is immensely calculated, and anyone who believes this degree of intelligence to be above an animated series with a young target demographic, I find your lack of faith disturbing. Praise-laden Clone Wars videos have been made by the likes of prominent YouTubers such as the Cosmonaut Variety Hour or Mr. Sunday Movies, and a detail they fail to highlight is the show's brilliant management of exposition. A brief spoken segment opens every episode, explaining important events of previous episodes and conflicts that have arisen off-screen since, before seamlessly segueing into the primary plot of the episode in less than 12 parsecs. This device means that outside of the mini story arcs, or as I like to call them, mini glory arcs, episodes can be appreciated in a viewer's chosen order, since any required context is immediately provided. My recommended starting point would actually be the Boba Fett storyline mentioned earlier, which comprises the last 3 episodes of Season 2. It displays compelling moral dilemmas and R2-D2's relentless competence. I wish they'd asked me to do the intros. I mean, I was 13 then, granted, but that's somehow their fault too. Luckily though, the series is apparently being renewed, so I've found a new hope. Of course though, the most immediately striking feature of this series is the art style. The 3D animation allows for clear texture, detail, colour, and varied character designs. Not to mention fast-flowing battle sequences. The stylization this artwork offers usually enhances the show's tone. There are occasions though where a character's appearance is needlessly exaggerated and this becomes distracting. This is justified in the case of more explicitly alien characters, but it's often the most humanoid cast members who suffer from this issue. This occasional design fault is my only real criticism of the series, which is otherwise gripping, multifaceted, thoughtful, humorous and inventive. Clone Wars is a triumphant example of Star Wars media's potential and is highly recommended to fans as well as anyone with some patience for military science fiction. As my personal favourite Star Wars property, the Force is strong with this one. Oh, and Jar Jar and 3PO make occasional appearances too, how did I forget to mention that? The Clone Wars troopers look the same as you, but don't worry, there are other characters too, like Annakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They both have hair.